Hello everybody, I'm Zandrock and I'm continuing on with the Dragon Ball Z team training. While I know I haven't done everything, there is to do really. There's still 8 tails to collect, some fighters to collect as well. Still to collect all 7 Dragon Balls to summon Shinron. I'm not really going to worry about that at the moment. Instead, I'm just going to continue on with, or go on to do the challenges like I said I was going to do a while back. And for the first one, I decided to do the Freeza race challenge. That's pretty much the first one I got, and it was also the one I immediately dread because I knew I was going to do it, and I was just like, I don't want to do it. Because if you haven't played the game yet yourself, the hack, or having on that 4, you just haven't really seen the Freeza race and the Scouter, Freeza race and the Scouter. The Freeza race is essentially, or Freeza, Cooler, and King Cold are all dark, ice types, which means they are super weak against fighting. Like, oh my god, Jesus Christ, they're so super fucking weak. But then again, if you played Pokemon, you know that, because it's a ×4 damage, and oh god, it's super fucking effective. So that's what I immediately knew going into this is gonna suck. So I sucked it up. I decided to do this, and I just kind of wanted to go over how my first session of this kind of went. I got all the way to the boat, the SS Anne boat. Got the cut, I got HM cut, and now I'm just kind of trying to. I was just really collecting a fighter that could use cut. But how I did this was, the thing is I was originally going to use a cheat code, because there's a cheat code that allows you to change the starter Pokemon, the starters you can get. But I couldn't. I just didn't feel like looking up the code for some reason. So instead, I just took out the wild modifier and changed the code, changed the wild modifier to make it to where Freeza would appear in the wild. Because I decided to just kind of go with Freeza as my starter of the 3 trio. I was thinking about rolling like 1d4, like 1, 2, 3, and like 4 would be a reroll, decide who. But I just went with Freeza just because. I even named my character Frost, just kind of, Universe 6 Frost, Frieza's counterpart. So I named myself that. I chose Gohan. I chose Gohan as my starter fighter, so that way my rival would pick Goku, and I also named my rival Goku. So yeah, then again, you probably already saw that part. So I pretty much advanced through the game some until I could finally get capsules. I left the Freeza modifier, or the Freeza Wild modifier on, just because I didn't like. I just like fuck it, and turned it off when I finally caught Freeza. And as far as it's been going, in the one session I had, it hasn't been super difficult. All in all, I had troubles with the first gym leader. Mainly because the first gym leader is I'm probably gonna have trouble with almost all the gym leaders except for like the second gym leader. Mainly because every fighter in the game knows a fighting type move, and it only takes one fighting move to like pretty much fuck me over. So I had some difficulties with the first gym leader, but after that, it was pretty much all good sailing except for the rival fights. The rival Well, no, the one rival fight I did. The first rival fight, I redid a lot. But when you fight him at the SSN, I actually pretty much steamrolled his ass. During this, I was wondering what I was going to do with Gohan, the starter. I was originally keeping him in my team, until I decided I should just kind of, because at first it was just like, he wasn't really going to be like that helpful. It was just kind of like, all right, Frieza faints. Okay, just go out there, punch. I might win, I might not. I don't really care. But I did eventually just throw him in the PC, just because this is supposed to be a Frieza race challenge. So I really should just using nothing but Frieza's race. So that's why I finally I just threw him in the PC. So yeah, the first gym leader was definitely difficult. The second gym leader went down super fucking easy. Mainly because I believe he was a dynamic type trainer, so pretty much weak against grass, if I think about it correctly. Bitch, let's see. And for this, I've been fighting every single trainer I can find. mainly to help Frieza really level Frieza up that high. Just really get Frieza up there, so that way I could Shit, I just realized I think I skipped the third gym leader, but I can't remember. It's been like a day so far. But I do end my session with actually catching Cooler, which was great. I honestly afraid I'm not gonna be able to use him just because Frieza. I got Frieza so high. I got Frieza in Frieza in his final form, and there apparently is one more form left. I'm not sure if that. Well, looking at the Scouter, there's one fighter in between Frieza's final form and Cooler. So it's either that means that's King Cold or that's another form for Frieza, but I don't remember at the moment. But all in all, this challenge is going good. Do another session soon, and if I remember correctly, thinking about the orders or the orders of the challenges people gave, I believe after when I finally finished the Frieza challenge, and I'm only going up to the Elite Four. I'm gonna beat the Elite Four, and that's kind of it for the challenge. But if you guys want me to extend that to defeating the Elite Four for the second time instead, just kind of let me know. Because I'll just end up just kind of stopping at the Elite Four, mainly because I don't really much care for the other islands. I don't really much care for those. Once is enough for me. But hey, if you guys feel like that's what's going to be needed to complete the challenge, then I guess I have no choice then. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this really cut together first session of this challenge run. That's all I kind of wanted to say. Just how my first session went, which was about like 1.5 hours easily of recorded footage. I just recorded it and watched like two different episodes of like I watched like Arrow and Supernatural while doing it. And I was like, and it was also recording the audio for those shows too. So yeah. So again, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys in the next part then.